to another 2024 movie review. Now, this time it is going to be on a movie that, honestly, I was originally having high expectations for after I saw the first movie with my good YouTube friend Matthew Davis Media. If y'all don't remember, back in 2019, my friend Matthew Davis did a video where I went with him to to a movie theater to see the first installment to this, and that is, of course, referring to Joker Folie à Deux, or Joker 2, as it is most people know it by. Now, like I said, I went with my friend Matthew Davis to a movie theater back in 2019 to see the first Joker, again, if y'all remember.
Alright, so this is the theater we're seeing Joker at. So, is this your first R-rated movie seeing in the theater?
Yeah, in like 7 years.
And he basically, and like I said, we were pretty surprised at how well we enjoyed the first movie, and because it really did sort of show the origin of Joker in a way, and how he became so crazy, and how he inspired a lot of followers to follow him. And the way it ended was perfect. I feel like there was no other way they could have topped that. Which, clearly I was right, and so was Matt Davis. We were both right about how they should have just stopped it right there, because with Joker Folie à Deux, if I'm saying that correctly, I gotta say, what the heck was that ending? Again, I'm not gonna spoil what happens at the ending of Joker 2, but I gotta say, the way the movie ended was like a big slap to the face with Joker and Batman fans, specifically Batman fans, because they know how big of a villain Joker is to Batman, and why he's so connected to Batman in a way, because of, again, the first movie really did explain it really well as to why Joker and Batman are such great adversaries against each other, and why Batman was inspired by the Joker or whatever, in a way, because one of his followers goes and kills his father, Thomas Wayne, and that's how the whole thing started, you know? And so they should have just, and it really, the first Joker should have been a standalone movie, in my opinion, because the way they did this movie, I mean, any of you who actually saw the trailer, so this is really not spoilers, but we know that the sequel takes place after the events of the first movie, and basically the whole point of this second movie is to cover the trial of Arthur Fleck as the Joker, and what happened during the events of the first movie. But again, the way they ended the movie was, to me, like a big slap to the face for everybody who was such big fans of the first movie. And it's no surprise that Todd Phillips came back to direct this movie, which I will admit, I never saw the Hangover movies, but from what I've heard, the first movie people really liked, but then the second and third movie of the Hangover people were not liking as both movies came out. And it makes sense that that pattern follows him with the Joker films, because the first Joker was great to people like me and Matt Davis, and the second one was a flop, in my opinion. I can't believe I actually am saying this, but the way they ended Joker 2 was insane. Now, I will admit, I was a little interested in seeing Lady Gaga as a new version of Harley Quinn, because the only other person who's played Harley Quinn in live action so far has been Margot Robbie. Great actress, by the way. I did see, the last thing I actually saw Margot Robbie in was Barbie, so that was in which I was pretty surprised at how much I enjoyed that film, shockingly. But with this movie, like I said, Lady Gaga did an okay performance as Harley Quinn, but the way they ended off her character arc in this movie was a little bit of a letdown, which I would have let that pass if it wasn't for the terrible way they ended the movie. This was a pretty big letdown. I thought this was going to be part of my best films of the year list, but it turns out I was wrong. So anyways, let me give you my rating of the movie. So for my rating of Joker 2, like I said, it was a pretty big letdown from the first movie. I believe I gave the first movie a 4 out of 5, and I believe Matt Davis did too. But with this movie, it was such a big letdown, especially with that terrible ending, that I'm going to have to give Joker Folie à Deux a 2.5 out of 5. Yep. 2.5 out of 5 was a pretty big drop from the first movie, so I'm sorry to anyone who thought I was going to enjoy this movie, especially after I saw the first one with Matt Davis, but unfortunately this was not something I thought I did not think this was something I was going to hate. So anyways, that's all for now in this movie review, and as always, I will see all you guys in the next video.